And I'm going to cherish this opportunity. John, thank you for the kind words, and your friendship and this opportunity, and look forward to our partnership. I can't imagine all the moving parts you deal with on a daily basis, but you do it with a man of integrity, and just your leadership from this athletic department has been awesome, and I look forward to this journey. Chancellor Rogers, thank you for everything you do for our program. I enjoy our conversations, and just your friendship, and the way your leadership in this university, this athletic program, and everything you do for our football program. Thank you. So, I said on October 20th to our staff and our players, I said, God's got us, and He certainly does. He certainly does. So, God is faithful, and I'm grateful for His grace. So, thank you to our board of trustees and our donors for all your support, and everybody that's here today. We thank you, and that's from our football program, not just me. To my wife, Jessie, thank you for following this dream, following this dream of ours. And most don't know that the nights you had to work, the second jobs you had to take on to make these things work, how you find ourselves at the pawn shop to make sure we had gifts for Christmas. It was not that long ago. And thank you for getting this thing together, for being the rock and the real head coach. And like John said, I have a lot of bosses at home. To Candy, Kingston, and Aspen. Aspen's got a big frown on her face right now because she's not feeling too well. But I'm proud to be y'all's dad, and I love you. So thank you. To everyone in this room, I appreciate you being here today. I'm fired up to be with you and be a part of you and be a part of us. Thank you to our players, most importantly. Thank you to you guys. By the way, can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah! You guys are awesome. You really are. Like, without you, I wouldn't be up here. The last 5 weeks, the resiliency, the toughness you've shown, and what you've done for each other has been amazing. And what you guys see on game day, and just a little bit of creative media that puts out, is just a little bit of snip of the love they have in that locker room for each other, and the way they pull together for each other, and what they've done for Pirate Nation. So thank you to our players. Thank you to our staff. They never flinched. This whole thing could have went in a lot of different directions 5 weeks ago, but they never flinched. That's the type of men they are. That's the type of leaders they are. And they wanted to continue mentoring young men. Just so proud of them. To Pirate Nation, thank you for your passion, for your support, and the way you bring that energy in Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium. And can't wait till this Friday. See it again. Thank you to Parker Search Firm, Daniel Parker, coaches Rick there, and the crew, for the process of this search, going through everything you had to go through, and making sure you found the right fit for East Carolina University. And here's why I think I'm the right fit. Okay, I come from I'm 4 siblings, the oldest, small town, blue-collar, hard-working town. Okay, and just like East Carolina, it's all about people, and that's what my hometown's about. All about people. So thank you for being those type of people. Thank you for being that here. This Mountain Dew here, this Diet Mountain Dew, reminds me of back home a little bit. Reminds me of my mother. She obviously loves Diet Mountain Dew, but it also reminds me of the gas station, that little 2-pump gas station she had growing up. And I hated that gas station because every time we stopped by, they had to go out and sweep the parking lot and pump gas. It wasn't a full-service gas station, but every time I was there, it was. And we get out there and, fill the drinks up, pump gas. My grandmother had a little huddle house in town, a little breakfast spot. It's like a Waffle House for you young guys. All right. But I'd much rather work for my grandma once I got to high school because she paid a little better. But what I learned through those small businesses is this. As much as I hate them growing them up, because I was always put to work, was work ethic, servant leadership, and how to make difficult decisions. Things I know this job is, going to require, and those things prepared me for. It was how to cultivate relationships. Relationships not only with your employees, but also with your customers. Because I realized, if we didn't treat somebody the right way, they weren't going to come back to buy gas, or they weren't going to come back to buy drinks. And that stuff mattered, because it mattered about your livelihood and how you treated people. So just thankful the way that, the opportunity. I didn't realize it at the time, but later on in life I do. In high school I was a 3-sport athlete. I know I'm short, but I made up for it by being really slow. All right. But what I realized on those teams is I had to be a great teammate and servant leadership to help our team reach our goals, which I will continue to do here at Pirate Nation as a Pirate for our football program. One of my high school coaches, Jeff Collins, showed me how positive energy can change a young man's life. And that young man's life, he changed with mine. And the way he went about his business every day, the positivity he brought into our building, into our practice. I had the opportunity to be around Fred Goldsmith, a former Bobby Dodd Award winner. He taught me how to attention to detail. All the details matters. Treating people the right way, whether it was the lady in the lunchroom or whether it was the dean of the school. Thank you to Brent Thompson for giving me my first opportunity to lead a defense. When I went to Kennesaw State, I was amazed by Brian Bohannon and his team cohesiveness, and he held everyone to a standard. I also want to say thank you to Mike Houston for his mentorship throughout my career. Without him, I wouldn't have the opportunity to be in Dowdy. But here's what our mission is. Here's our expectations. Here's our vision. Winning's not easy. Football's not easy. Life's not easy. What this team has accomplished since October 20th has been amazing. They've stuck together. And it's been about who, guys? It's been about us. Always and forever will be. I appreciate you that. And guess what? We're not done yet. We're not done yet. We got a big ball game to play on Friday. One of the things we talked about in our locker room the last 5 weeks is tee off. T-E-E. Tee off on our opponent. This week is tee off on Navy. What that means is together. Stick together. We got to be together with each other, and they had no problem doing that because of love in that locker room. And that's something we're going to continue to do. Stay together, all pulling in the same direction. And that's just in our football program, but we're talking about the whole university. All the Pirate Nation pulling together. Energy. I talked to Coach Ruffin McNeil, and I was telling him, hey, these are the things together, effort, energy. We talked about energy. He talked about the phases of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. He talked about the fourth phase being the sideline and the energy. And you've certainly seen that over the last 4 games. And that's something we'll continue to have in our program. That's something that's going to continue to come from me. And it's going to start at the top. And I appreciate our young men in our locker room for carrying that. And the last one's effort. Nobody's going to play harder than us. We're going to take pride in that every single game day. I would say every single Saturday, but it seems like we had a lot of Thursday and Friday games lately. But every single game day, nobody's going to play harder than us. And the last one we're going to add to it is discipline. We're going to make sure we're a disciplined football team. And that's in all areas. And that starts with me. That starts in the off-season. That starts with our penalties and everything we do. How we do anything is how we do what, men? Everything. I've always been aggressive calling defenses. Somebody said, well, how are you going to change it? You become the head coach. Is that going to change it? No, that's my personality. That's who we're going to be. We went for it a bunch on 4th down. Most of them successful, thanks to Coach Baker and our offense. But that's who we're going to be, that chin out over your toes mentality. And what I mean by that is we're going to be a face-first team. We ain't going to ease up in there to make a tackle. We're not going to ease up in there to make a block. It's chin out over toes, face first, let's go attack this thing. And that's how we're going to attack it as coaches. That's how we're going to attack it as players and men. And that's how we're going to be successful. Yeah, I want to play for conference championships. Our expectation is not just to make a bowl game. We want to play for conference championships and play in the championship game. Pirate Nation deserves championships. But I believe, ECU has the pieces to do that. We have leadership. We have players. We have staff. We have Dowdy Ficklen Stadium. We have the Boneyard Collective. And we have the best fans in the nation in Pirate Nation. I'm just super proud of that and what we can accomplish from here. But we continue to focus on the process. And over the last 5 weeks, we could have focused on the outcome, but we've been focusing on the process. Want-to-know mentality. We talked about it today. Want-to-know mentality. Keep the main thing. W-I-N. What's important now? Win the day. Those have been some of the things we say in our locker room, and we'll continue to say. It's all about the process. If you fall in love with the process, if you enjoy the process, the outcome will take care of itself. If we win today, we take care of the day today, we got a great chance to beat Navy on Friday. Whether it's a high school prospect or a portal, we'll continue to be aggressive in those areas, and we'll make sure they understand our culture and what it means to be a Pirate. It's an easy sell to me for you talking to a recruit. East Carolina, Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium, our fans, Team Boneyard, their partnership, and what they've done, not what you've seen the last 4 weeks, but what they're going to do in the future for our program and helping us keep our players here and bring in and add to our teams in the future. Pirate Nation, thank you for all that you've done. I can't wait for this incredible journey ahead. Thank you through the tough times, and thank you for helping us celebrate those victories as we go through those wins. But let us all together be all in on this. Be all in on this university. Be all in this football program for the young men in our locker room and for each other. Because it's all about us. The sky's the limit for Pirate football, and I'm excited to be a part of it. This isn't about Blake Harrell. This isn't about me. This isn't about I. It really isn't about you either. But it's about us. It's about us together. Accomplishing something together we'll do, and something I can't wait to do together with you guys. I'm blessed and fired up to be a Pirate. Thank you.